of the National Paddleball Association, Mike McNulty. Mike, why put a portable court in the middle of Orchard Beach?
What our objective here is to build up a more stable fan base, and I think we're doing a good job of that, and get a little more attention, a little more awareness for our game.
Was the notion of the court something that was difficult for the players to get used to? You know, where does it fall in terms of the games and the tournament play?
Well, I think they were a little nervous in regards to being a wooden platform and a wooden wall, but I think once they got a couple of games on there, a couple of shots in, they got comfortable, and as we could see, the games are great.
The action's been unbelievable, but there's also been action for young kids and for women for the first time in a formal way. Let's talk about that.
Well, we'll start with our juniors, and this is our second year for doing the juniors tournament, New York City Open, and it was great. We had about 60 kids come in and play, and it was most of the winners came from the Bronx, so it was really a pleasure. And with the women yesterday, we had one of the best games I think you'd ever played in an NPA tournament on our women's finals. It was fantastic. Fans loved it.
So obviously the sport is growing. I know that Modell's had talked about an unbelievable surge in sales. Paddleball seems to be gaining notoriety and acceptance.
Yes, we're meeting our goals, and our goals are to bring our game out and bring it and make it more popular. And Modell, for 2 years, they've reported 300% increase in their paddleball sales. So I think what we're doing out there is the right thing.
And the right thing is going to be more action, which you're going to enjoy and I'm going to enjoy right after this. We'll be back with the 1998 New York City Paddleball Open right after this.
Making moments happen at Madison Square Garden. Now you can own unforgettable garden memories, from the fight of the century to the '73 Knicks championship and the newest sensation, the New York Liberty. The style, the spirit, the glory, the Madison Square Garden collection. One of a kind or limited editions, unique, timeless, treasured additions to any collection, reflecting moments forever etched in our minds from the world's most famous arena. And of course, they're authentic. They're garden guaranteed. The Madison Square Garden Collection. Garden memories you can own forever. Call 201-784-9600 for a free catalog or for more information. The Madison Square Garden Collection. Truly rare memorabilia straight from the garden.
We get busy. Fox Sports News, prime time. Midnights on MSG. They look unstoppable.
Hit deep to right. A grand slam home run for Bernie Williams.
On a pace to go down as one of the greatest teams in baseball history.
Curtis on the right, and he makes a tremendous catch.
The best team in baseball is right here in the Big Apple. The best team in baseball coverage is right here on MSG. The Yanks are in Oakland to battle Matt Stairs and the A's Monday night right here on MSG. For ticket information, call 1-888-4-METRO-TICKS.
Back here at Orchard Beach, Gary Axelbank with Rob Sales for the 1998 New York City Paddleball Open. God, Rob, what a gorgeous day, huh? Just beautiful. The crowd is out. You can see us up at the Bronx Net Tower overlooking the court. For the first time, our vantage point is actually above the court. And let's get right to who the players are in this first semifinals match. The tournament has gotten to a point of 16 full teams and an enormous upset in a round just before this one to get Rich Miller and Mark Resnick on the court. They will be facing Frank Savino and Greg Scarlata. A quick look at the bracket sheet. Godfrey Brown and Glenn Winokur beat Reno Sabatini and Edward Gonzalez 21-3. And then in the upset we just talked about, after Miller and Resnick had defeated Faison and Walter Silcott 21-13, they absolutely destroyed Brown and Winokur 21-5 in a quarterfinal match. Frank Savino and Greg Scarlata got to this point in the match, of the semifinal match, by defeat 4 in the out bracket match, and then in the quarterfinal match it was Savino and Scarlata over Ramirez and Esposito 21-12. So that is where we're at right now, and the match between Frank Savino, Team Heineken, and Greg Scarlata, Savino from the Bronx and Scarlata from Roseland, New Jersey, will be playing Team Caliente, Mark Resnick and Rich Miller. How do you see this one shaping up, Rob?
Well, I mean, thus far, Savino and Scarlata have really gelled, but in the quarterfinal round against Brown and Winokur, I have to tell you that Miller and Resnick looked awful good, so it should shape up as an interesting match. The
referee, John Rondon, is flipping the coin, and that'll determine who gets to start. Paddleball is just exploding, and more people have been enjoying it, and that's why the level of play has gotten better, because more and more people have been able to play it. They say right now they're up to 250,000 players throughout the country, 10,000 paddleball courts in the New York City area alone. Of course, the Bronx specifically is the center of paddleball pretty much in the world, and that's why I guess it's appropriate that all the main tournaments, the New York City Open and the National Paddleball Tournament, which will be next month, are held here in the Bronx and have been here at Orchard Beach. We are ready to go. This is Frank Savino with the serve. The New York City Paddleball Open underway. They call it a block. Now, we should educate you. If a player is in danger of hitting another one with a racket, they call a block, and it's a do-over. And as a result of that, they simply do it again. It's a friendly sort of sport until the competition gets heavy, I assure you. That is Rich Miller with a left-handed shot. It did not get to the wall, so that's a point. It is 1-0.
One of the things you'll see throughout the tournament, Gary, is that it's very important to be ambidextrous, and you have to switch hands very fast, especially on this surface.
Nice hard smash by Mark Resnick, and he wrests the serve away from Team Heineken, so Team Caliente will serve, and Mark Resnick will take the ball first.
Resnick, an electrician from Brooklyn Heights. They went to Winston Prep High School in Manhattan, and he played varsity football there, was an All-American.
Nice shot by Greg Scarlata. You see, if you can hit the ball down at that corner of the wall, you can make it roll. It's called a roll shot, and as a result of that, see, there's a block again, so they'll do it over. As a result of that, it's virtually unreturnable.
Yes.
So Scarlata broke Resnick's serve, and as a result, Miller will serve. Block called again, as Savino would have hit Miller with the paddle, so they're just going to do it again.
One of the things the players have been saying about this surface is that the main thing is to get it back up in the wall after the initial serve and then try to hit it low and hard, as we saw just there.
No, right there, that's exactly what happened. So it is 1-1, as Miller made Savino miss it. And it is now 2-1.
Richie Miller serving right now, owns his own construction company.
Savino with a left hand. A lefty again.
Long, though,
and the ball was long. So it is 3-1 now. Nice return by Scott.
Oh, beautiful drop shot right there by Richie Miller.
And Richie Miller knew that both players were at the back line and was no way to return the drop shot, so he made it.
Both players were out of position, and he made a beautiful drop shot.
Looks to me like Scarlata and Savino don't have their intensity up. As a result, it is 5-1 on that shot. It's interesting about Resnick and Miller. Resnick is the much more consistent player. Miller will try, they call him a shooter. He'll try and make the great shot. So far it's worked, making Savino use the left hand. Frankie keeps falling out
Yes.
of the court and is unable to return that left hand. And I suppose until he does, Miller will keep making him do it.
See, he said he wants to exploit the other team's weaknesses, and that's what he's doing so far.
Nice return
great
by
shot
Savino.
by Savino. I think an even better shot by Resnick, though.
See, that's really disheartening. You're down 6-1, and then you make a great shot, and Resnick makes an even greater shot, and it's now 7 serving 1.
Flip a little. Over here in the corners near the angle.
Here's the replay of Savino's play. You see, he dove all the way and put it in there, and of course Resnick made the better shot and returned it. But as a result of getting the serve back, Greg Scarlata will serve 1 serving 7, and he aces the serve. It's now 2 serving 7. It's the first time we've had replays on our broadcast, and it's certainly valuable in being able to see exactly what happened. Scarlata serving. Resnick returns.
Beautiful shot. Hit it to Richie's left, and couldn't switch hands fast enough.
Looked like it was hit right at him. It's almost like an outfielder. The toughest ball is the one hit right at you. Couldn't return it.
Beautiful shot by Resnick there.
Resnick put a little spin on it, and it bounced twice, and as a result, he took the serve away from Scarlata. They called that long, so much like in tennis, you get 2 serves, and he'll easy up on the second one to make sure he gets it in the box. That one was also long, and so no points given, and Team Caliente 7 serving 3. It's Mark Resnick. That serve was long, and so Resnick will get another crack at it. He'll ease up on the second one.
Certainly. One of the things you'll see throughout this game is players trying to get closer to the wall and dominate in the middle of the court, just as Scarlata did there. The closer you can get to the wall and the harder and lower you can hit it, the less of a chance there is for a return.
Nice shot by Scarlata. As you said, he commanded the court. And the center of it is a roll shot. And now, all of a sudden, momentum is going the other way. Oh, it looks like Richie got hurt as he fell down.
I think more disappointed than hurt right now, and Richie just slipped on the surface. It is a little slippery with the sand blowing in here sometimes.
But great teamwork and great shots by the 2 veterans, Savino and Scarlata. Savino again making Miller use his left hand. And here's the replay of Miller going down. Looks like his feet just went out from under him. So
Feet just slipped right out there, Gary, absolutely.
Scarlata hits that low serve, or was sloppy in getting it back to the wall.
But just a little short there. Went for the rollout, and it cost him.
4 serving 7. And now make that 5 serving 7. Richie Miller having a hard time getting untracked here. The other thing about Savino, which you don't notice, but between matches, he was icing his right elbow. He had tendonitis in the elbow, and he said it's killing him. But you'd never know it from what's going on right now. Make it 6 serving 7. Savino hitting it to Miller's left to great success.
Yes. Playing through pain and doing a great job.
Right there, you see a textbook block there. Resnick couldn't get to the ball, and so the block was called. Well, until Miller can return that left-handed shot, Savino will keep working it. And they've come all the way from 7-1 to 7-7. And an ace for Frank Savino. 8 serving 7. Team Heineken has taken the lead.
Savino on a roll with the serve, and as you said, if he keeps serving it to their left hands, he's going to make it difficult. That time he got it to the right.
Well, this court that was put down at the center of Orchard Beach was put down here at a cost of $15,000 by the Integra Construction Company of Williamsbridge Road. And I guess it remains to be seen long-term how well it's going to do, but certainly judging from the people who've gathered around, it's working out real well. A good volley, the best one of the match so far. And Resnick hits the ball out, and really not being consistent.
No, neither Resnick nor Miller have been consistent here, and Richie says that one of his problems is that he may be a little too aggressive at times, and that's proven true here.
Well, they've been very sloppy, and they've given the serve up. As a result of that, Savino will get the serve.
I think Savino has found a weakness here. Keeps serving it to Miller's left hand and serving well behind his back, and Miller just can't react quickly enough right now.
Well, that time he moved all the way left to try and return it. There's a block called, so they'll do it again.
That time, as you said, Gary, Miller got excellent positioning, and that was the difference.
And so this time Savino serves it to the center of the court. First time that Scarlata and Savino have played together today in this New York City Championship tournament. They call a block that time, I think. So again, they'll do it again.
I believe it's the first time that they've played together. They haven't even practiced together, according to Scarlata, and it's amazing that they've come thus far, given that fact.
Another great serve by Frank Savino, and the rhythm is going his way. He's a resident of Country Club in the Bronx, and he's got a lot of fans here.
Yes.
He had played along with, that serve was short, he had played along with Anthony Fiorino, who we're going to see later. He also had played with Robert Sastry many years ago, but learned to play at Castle Hill, and he said there he played on wooden walls, so he's kind of used to this.
Yes.
Loses the serve, and Greg Scarlata will serve.
Beautiful
It's
shot.
Miller go left, and
Beautiful
finally
shot.
Miller returns it.
Miller returned. Beautiful left hand there.
You know, you work it long enough, and a good player like Miller will catch up to what you're doing.
Absolutely.
And make it happen. Mark Resnick on the serve for Team
Resnick
Heineken.
serving.
Excuse me, Team Caliente. Savino working left again. This time switches up.
Savino dominating the court there. Oh, but a great shot by Resnick. Oh, beautiful play.
That is your classic divide and conquer.
Yes.
They kept going either side, and the middle was left wide open, and they slammed it down the middle.
Right.
And you've got to appreciate the great play and the great drive by Greg Scarlata, hit it, fall out of bounds.
Absolutely. Hit it to both angles of the court, and then when the middle opened up, powered it right back up the middle.
Look at Savino flying all over, but he hits it long.
Well, if that elbow was hurting him, he's sure not paying any attention to it here.
Here's the replay on that other shot by Savino. You'll see they hit it on the outside. And again, just while that replay was on, Frank Savino went flying off the side of the court. Let's take a short break. You are watching the 1998 New York City Paddleball Championships on BronxNet Sports.
Hey! No, down here!
Caliente 105.9 FM, tu pulso latino.
For the past 4 years, the National Paddleball Association has sponsored programs like Teen Togetherness Day, an after-school paddleball program in the New York City public high schools, and free workshops to teach kids how to play paddleball through teamwork and sportsmanship. These programs require financial assistance and volunteers. If you're interested in helping kids in your community, please call us at 201-743-3102. That's 201-743-3102. Or write to us at this address.
Caliente pulso latino.
Okay, we are back to action. You only missed a moment of action. And right there, Richie Miller had served. The serve was broken.
Savino with a nice backhand right there.
And so Scarlata hits it where Miller can't get it.
Miller says that one of the problems he has sometimes is a lot of the players are bigger than him, hard to see around them, and right there Scarlata used his size to his advantage.
Another ace for Scarlata, and it is 12 serving 9 with the exciting play and hold of this game.
Beautiful shot. Beautiful rollout shot there by Scarlata. Impossible to return on an angle.
A lot of it, as you can see, is the angles.
Yes.
Hit it to that angle, and there's no way to return it as the ball is going all the way off to the right.
Hit them where they ain't. We really killer set.
Scarlata's serve there was long. Gary Axelbank with Rob Sales. The action is paddleball from Orchard Beach in the Bronx. Got a great outside shot of Orchard Beach in the Bronx, once known as the Riviera of the Bronx, a crescent-shaped beach, 1.1 miles long, 115 acres of sand. The water that you see out there is the Long Island Sound, created in 1937. It is now 61 years old. It is part of the largest park in the city of New York, Pelham Bay Park, 2,700 acres. But we are back for paddleball. 14-9 is our score. Rich Miller is the shooter of the two, and that time he's got to make a good shot. He can't be sloppy.
Have to play smarter than that, Gary, and he's been a little too aggressive throughout the match, and he's going to have to cut down on his errors if they're going to get back in it. Nice left-handed return there by Richie Miller.
As a result, Scarlata couldn't make his left-handed shot, so it's still 15-9. Frank Savino on the serve.
I have to say, Savino has been the star of the match so far, and wow.
Despite the action, there were two bounces. So as a result of that, the serve will switch. So Team Caliente, Mark Resnick will serve, young man from Brooklyn Heights, 31 years old. Oh, nice hit by Resnick. A rollout shot, again, impossible to return. Here's you can see there the two bounces that Richie Miller couldn't return on that replay. Resnick is from Brooklyn Heights. He was a tennis player, and 5 years ago he said, you know what, I like the intensity of paddleball, so we switched. Played a lot of his paddles at John Jay Park in Manhattan, which is at 77th Street. Nice return by Scarlata from off the court. Miller changes at home. You know, you talk to these players. Resnick had played at John Jay Park in Manhattan. You've got other guys who have played in Staten Island and in the Bronx. This is really New York City's national game, if you want to look at it that way. Miller with a great opportunity. Scarlata returns it. How about that?
Shot. What that was, Gary, right there, that was great positioning. He saw where the shot was going to go. He moved his feet, got over there, and hit it up the middle.
Oh, and Miller made a bad shot there.
Scarlata thinking one step ahead, and that's what gave him the point right there. Says that his best attributes are his smarts and his defensive play.
Miller makes a good shot.
Great shot by Resnick.
Miller made a good shot, and then Resnick put the capper on it.
Crowd very appreciative of that one, Gary.
No matter who you're rooting for, you've got to appreciate the play. Savino with a good serve. And here's a look at it. The acrobatic shot by by Miller, and then Resnick comes in and follows it up for the winner. Savino didn't think it was short. Looked short to me. I suppose we should mention that this year's official racket of the 1998 tournament is the Laser Company, Laser Paddles, the official paddle ball and racket of the 1998 Open. That time Savino's serve was short. This time he made sure of it. Again, the change of the tempo Savino does. Look how he's
through the legs.
So 19-11, the game is 21. They're only 2 away from reaching the finals.
As you said, Gary, he made Miller hit a very difficult shot and between the legs, and he just couldn't get back to the center of the court.
Savino with a chance to slam it, but chooses not to.
Great diving
Miller.
shot by Scarlata.
I think Miller said he got hit in the head with a racket there. Well, as a result of that, they'll take a timeout, and so will we. Gary Axelbank with Rob Sales, the 1998 New York City Paddleball Championships on BronxNet Sports.
Hey! No, down here. Instead of running out for stamps, shouldn't you be running your business? Imagine a simpler way. Get the personal post office from Pitney Bowes.
Send mail without ever going out for stamps. Just weigh, punch in the postage, and voila. Professionally metered mail and no wasted postage.
You can also add a personal message to get your mail noticed.
And postage refills by phone in 30 seconds, day or night.
Now listen up, because here's what you'll get. Besides a lot more time.
You'll get the personal post office and money-saving electronic scale
So there's no wasted postage.
for a 90-day free trial.
Free is good.
You'll also get the mail marketer software.
Create really nifty direct mail to help your business grow.
Call now for your 90-day free trial, and you'll also get our mail marketer software absolutely free.
Now watch your business grow. Hey, I look good in red.
Be ready for the postage rate change. Call now for your 90-day free trial.
The personal post office. Mailing made simple.
The Bronx is home to a fabled ball club, chiseled from tradition and grit. Their house was built by the Babe and the many home runs he hit. The Iron Horse Lou Gehrig forged a legacy of pride along the way for the New York Yankees, where legends come to play. Joe DiMaggio wowed him as the Yankee Clipper. 5 straight they won with Yogi, Scooter, and Casey, the skipper. And there was Mantle and Maris. The M&M boys had their day at historic Yankee Stadium, where legends come to play. Thurman thrived in the clutch here. So did Mr. October. Guidry hurled his lightning and Billy drove their thunder. Donnie hit him deep into the night, and Rags had his no-hit day. And glorious Yankee pinstripes, where legends come to play. Join Yankee Stadium's 75th anniversary celebration and a new generation of Yankee heroes on MSG Network.
Gary Axelbank with Rob Sales, and we are back with you for the 1998 New York City Paddleball Championships. It's been a great match, commandeered by the veterans Savino and Scarlata, and right now they're on their way. It's 19-11, and they've got the serve. A point here, and I think they'll call a block there, so they'll redo that point. 19-11, the game is 21. 2 more points, and Team Heineken will reach the finals.
Team Heineken has been, I think, the smarter team in this game, and also have hit a couple of exciting winners, but I think their smarts and their experience have prevailed, even though it is the first time that they've played together.
Scarlata hits it all the way to the left and then returns one. Savino couldn't get the racket to get the ball up. As a result, they get the serve away, and now the door is open for Resnick and Miller to close this one.
Yes.
All right, they're getting ready for Resnick to serve. 11 serving 19. It is almost now or never for the team of Resnick and Miller. And he's short. So now he'll make sure and just put it in the box. Another block called. Obviously, if you haven't noticed already, the serve has got to go right in that center box that you see right there.
That's right.
It's got to bounce in there for the first time. If it's short or long, you get to do it a second time. Resnick sloppy and hits it out. So now the second player of the Team Caliente will serve. That is Rich Miller from Middle Village, Queens.
Great shot.
What a shot by Savino. That is, there's nothing you can do about it. You hit that corner, it's a rollout shot. And so with 19-11, Scarlata and Savino, Team Heineken, a chance to put them away.
Scarlata's smarts have really proven the difference so far in this game, Gary.
And there it was. Miller couldn't keep it in the court. Scarlata will get one more serve. They get the point. It is 20-11. And they get this point, they will reach the finals. We'll get you the next semifinal game right after this one. So don't go away for more paddleball action. Stay where you are. And that was it. Mark Resnick could not return the serve from Greg Scarlata, and they have made quick work. Scarlata and Savino have made quick work of Mark Resnick and Rich Miller, and they will reach the finals of the 1998 New York City Paddleball Open. Team Heineken defeats Team Caliente by a score of 21-11. We'll be back with the second semifinals right after this, the 1998 New York City Paddleball Championships.
Pedro, dame explicar.
Amor, no seas impaciente.
Papi, ¿la sección de deportes?
Deportes. Gracias.
¿Y dónde están mis cómicos?
Cómicos. ¿Puedo leer el diario en paz?
Ahora el diario La Prensa, más diario que nunca. 7 días a la semana con su nueva edición del domingo.
You're watching the National Paddleball Association's New York City Open, produced by BronxNet Sports. BronxNet is the non-profit community cable television network serving the community media needs of the people of the Bronx. With studios and broadcast facilities on the campus of City University of New York's Lehman College, BronxNet is defining the way television can serve the local neighborhoods of our city into the next century. For more information about BronxNet, write to us at this address. For the past 4 years, the National Paddleball Association has sponsored programs like Team Togetherness Day, an after-school paddleball program in the New York City public high schools, and free workshops to teach kids how to play paddleball through teamwork and sportsmanship. These programs require financial assistance and volunteers. If you're interested in helping kids in your community, please call us at 201-743-3102. That's 201-743-3102. Or write to us at this address.
Gary Axelbank with Rob Sales. We're back here for the second semifinal match. We've just seen Frank Savino and Greg Scarlata defeating Rich Miller and Mark Resnick 21-11. And in this match, we're going to see Rich McKnight and Keith Jackson, which will be known as Team Hot 97, against Anthony Fiorino and Nelson Dita, Team Integra. Let's take a look at McKnight and Jackson's bracket sheet. Harry Lippman and Ron Ling beat Tony DeCitis and Mike Bellaginis 21-11. And at the same time, Jackson and McKnight were beating Rafael Rios and Robert Crapoville 21-14. And then in the quarterfinal match, McKnight and Jackson had an exciting match against Ling and Lippman, beating them 21-19 to reach this semifinal match. The other side, Elvin Alvarado and Jesus Usteros lost to Mark Villarico and Sheik Bacchus 21-11. And then Dita and Fiorino beat Al Vito and Willie Cintron 21-3. And then in the quarterfinal match, Fiorino and Dita made pretty quick work of Villarico and Bacchus 21-11. And that is how we got to this part of the tournament, which is the second semifinal game of the National Paddleball Association's 1998 semifinals, the 1998 championships. What do you think of this one?
Well, Gary, I certainly think it would take a McKnight's team to overcome what is an extremely talented duo of Anthony Fiorino and Nelson Dita. They've played steady though it's their first time playing together.
Fiorino and Dita are without question the most talented and acrobatic team in the tournament. They're also, despite the fact that Nelson Dita is the youngest man around at 22, really the two real veterans of this entire tournament. Keith Jackson, only 26 years old. This is really his first good look at tournament play at this level. So referee John Rondon, who's done a great job throughout this tournament, will be handling this semifinal match as well as the final match. And it looks like the coin flip has been won by Team Integra. Anthony Fiorino will serve first, and we are underway for the second semifinal match. The winner to play Frank Savino and Greg Scarlata in the finals.
Very, very important for a team of McKnight and Jackson to get off to a good start, because if Fiorino and Dita get on a roll, it could be a quick game.
It's curtains, as we like to say. So from Orchard Beach in the Bronx, the second semifinal game of the 1998 New York City Paddleball Championships. All right. The first moment of the game, won by Hot 97. They take the serve away, and this is Rich McKnight serving from the right side of the court. See, that's the kind of play Miller's got to return that, because they can't make sloppy moves. So they lose McKnight's serve, and Miller will serve now. Fiorino. Dita, you'll see him on the ground all game. Couldn't return the second one, and so first blood from Hot 97. Keith Jackson makes it 1-0.
Good start for the team of Jackson and Miller. Now they have to maintain it.
See Dita, a lefty, switch to the right hand.
Oh, great spike.
Fiorino spiked it, and then went right through the curtain. I hope he's all right over there. This guy.
Wow, unbelievable.
As we said, he's acrobatic, but he's enjoyable to watch because he excites the crowd. Because folks will remember in the 1996 championships, he played with a cast from his wrist to his shoulder, and he played and made it all the way to the semifinals. Well, right in front of the ref, Nelson Dita seems to either have pulled a muscle. I don't know if we can get a shot of that. He's walking back onto the court. But while Anthony Fiorino is the one who you're looking at on your screen who gave the body, and Dita now is limping, so Nelson Dita will serve it. And he's got that great overhand serve.
Beautiful left.
Makes Jackson go to the left. McKnight is an experienced player, an exciting player in his own right. This is a good volley here.
Great volley.
Left hand by Miller. Dita at the wall, and a great
shot.
shot. I almost said Miller, it's Keith Jackson. Great shot by Jackson, and he hits the winner. And so it is still 0 serving 1. 1-1. The ace by Fiorino. Contrast in service. Fiorino will go for the low serve. Dita will go for the high power serve.
And one of the advantages that the team of Dita and Fiorino have is that Dita's left-handed, which is a rarity in this game.
Oh, look at the return by one by Dita and then one by Fiorino. Fiorino with a slice.
Beautiful shot.
Well, as Jackson went toward the ball, he kind of tripped. Here's your replay of it. As Jackson went to the wall, look at Dita fall on the ground. As Jackson went to the wall, he tripped over Dita, and as a result of that, there's an appeal. Well, the appeal was denied, and so it is 2 serving 1. And so even though Jackson tripped over Dita on his way to the ball, it is not called a block, and Fiorino gets another ace.
Fiorino has one of the best serves around, and what you'll see him do on occasion is hit it behind his back to Keith Jackson's left, and make it very difficult to return.
So it is 3 serving 1 off that ace. And that's the role you talked about. If these guys get going, they'll be unstoppable. So far, McKnight really hasn't hit the ball, and if there's a strategy, it's a good one.
Yes.
Make Keith Jackson hit the ball. Here's Rich McKnight serving from the right side of the court. Fiorino trying to lull the opposition by laying it up on the wall. I think they call the block there, so no point. And John Rondon spots a toddler wandering near the court, wants to make sure nobody gets hurt.
Yes.
If they hit the ball 80 and 90 and maybe even more miles an hour, you certainly don't want any youngsters in the way.
Absolutely, Gary. We saw Glenn Winokur get hit in the eye a while back and had a tough time recovering from that.
Dita hit the ball all the way across the court. The shot was ruled out. And so they said it was a do-over. There was a kid on the court. I didn't see that. Let's see what the referee says. It is 2 serving 3, so the point was granted. Dita, they make him go right.
Whoa.
As he went for it, he dove right into McKnight's legs.
McKnight.
But no block called. And it is now 3 serving 3, and Rich McKnight getting on a bit of a roll himself here. Got 3 in a row. Jackson keep hitting Dita to the right, again to the right.
Testing his right hand.
And there he goes left, and he misses it. See that? It's funny how it works. You get the guy out of rhythm. So it is 4th serving 3. No, they have not hit the ball to Fiorino, and Fiorino says, let's call a wipe and take a few seconds off. And we will too. Gary Axelbank with Rob Sales, the 1998 New York City Paddleball Championships on BronxNet Sports.
The cards we carry say a lot about us. This one says you're qualified to drive a car. This one says you enjoy reading. And this one says you're a maniacal, totally obsessed Rangers fan who would skip out on his own wedding for a playoff game and can name every Ranger assistant coach since 1928, middle name included. It's the New York Rangers credit card from American Express. To apply, just call 1-888-NY-HOCKEY. There's no annual fee and benefits as big as the garden. Like a 20% discount at the Play-by-Play restaurant and the Club Bar and Grill. Up to 20% off team store merchandise. And every time you use the card, you can win one of thousands of Rangers prizes in the Fan Frenzy sweepstakes. So apply for your New York Rangers credit card. You can't be a card-carrying Rangers fan without one. Even at the Garden, American Express helps Rangers fans do more.
Available to New York metropolitan area residents only.
Don't be throwing a curve. Hepatitis C is a serious disease that can lead to cirrhosis, liver cancer, and even death. Call the American Liver Foundation to get the hepatitis information you need to know.
August fires up a summer month of red-hot sports action on MSG Network, like New York Yankees baseball. Catch the unstoppable Bombers as they battle it out against the Rangers, Angels, and Mariners. Stay on top of all the latest team news, lineups, and features on MSG's comprehensive pregame show. Al Trutwig hosts New York City Marriott's Yankees scorecard. The New York Liberty are in full swing on MSG. Catch Rebecca Lobo, Teresa Weatherspoon, and all the rest as they tip off against the Sting and the Mystics. Pro football is back on MSG. Don't miss the Giants training camp report and the Giants season preview. MetroStar Soccer has a big month in August. Catch all the action as they take on the Columbus Crew and the Dallas Burn. See some of the biggest names and up-and-coming contenders as MSG brings you great boxing action. Don't miss MSG Thursday night at the fights. Plus, you can always get the latest scores, stories, and highlights on MSG Sports Desk and Fox Sports News. It's a great lineup of August sports action on MSG Network.
Wonderful, sir.
Okay, the score is 6 serving 3. Gary Axelbank with Rob Sales. Rich McKnight on the serve here. As we watch the 1998 New York City Paddleball Championships from Orchard Beach in the Bronx. And a bit of a surprise as McKnight and Jackson are ahead of Dita and Fiorino. Dita returns it. Fiorino returns it. Dita,
Great
acrobatic
job by
to
Dita.
the wall. And I think the question is whether Dita hit the ball and didn't give Jackson a chance to return it. So let's see. I think they're saying that that was the case, that Dita interfered with Jackson's ability to return.
That's right. Great
So
shot
here's
by
the replay of Dita flying to the court, and he got in the way of Jackson's ability to return it. It is 6 serving 3, and that serve was long, so Keith Jackson will do it again.
Team of Jackson and McKnight, an interesting story. This is their first time playing in a tournament together.
And they're all the way in the semifinals. Whoa, Fiorino couldn't quite jump high enough for that one. So it is 7 serving 3. Fiorino hasn't gotten in the game at all, really.
No.
which is good strategy on the part of Hot 97. That time they hit it long. And so now Anthony Fiorino and Nelson Dieter will get a chance to score some points. 3 serving 7. Dieter has not played well.
No, really played a subpar game thus far, and you can't just walk to the finals, you have to earn it. So let's see what happens.
Well, at that time, I think they called the block, and it's still 3 serving 7. Fiorino knows this is a big part of the game, and he makes up for it with an ace, so it is 4 serving 7.
Fiorino certainly capable of going on a long roll here with the serves. That's how good he is.
Oh, Rich McKnight
jammed him there, Gary.
On a jam shot, could not return it. And so it's 5 serving 7, and Fiorino getting right back in the game. The team Integre, Anthony Fiorino and Nelson Dieter. One of the oldest and youngest players in the tournament together.
The generation gap duo here, Gary, and they've done well so far, but they've still got a ways to go before they get through this.
6 serving 7, and McKnight slipped on this portable court, and Fiorino has tied the game.
Oh, hit the top.
And McKnight hit it, and that ball came back from hitting the banner above the court.
Yes.
So that will not count. As a result of that, it is 8 serving 7. And Fiorino has taken the lead. It was only a matter of time before he was going to overtake this game.
Fiorino, good athlete, won the National Flag Football Championship a few years back with his team.
And you see with Fiorino more involved in the game, all of a sudden...
Urging Nelson Dieter on.
9 serving 7. Boom, you see that one coming. Good return by McKnight. Good return by McKnight. Oh, what a shot by Nelson Dieter.
Unbelievable shot.
Oh my. He was jammed, and then he just let up, and the ball rolled right off the wall.
It's an impossible shot to return. Beautiful shot.
So I mean, you know, time seems to stop when the volley goes on, and then all of a sudden, boom, makes a play like that. So it is now 11 serving 7 off that last serve by Fiorino. Oh my. Overhead shot by Fiorino, and they've actually switched places on the court. Dieter going to his power side, the left side.
Great
Jackson
shot by Jackson.
Hits it outside and gets it away from him.
Jackson, an interesting story. 26-year-old resident of Staten Island, graduated 3rd in his medical school class at SUNY College at Brooklyn.
And he's on his way to being a dermatologist. Young man from Staten Island. His wife Claudia is here watching the match. Learned paddleball at the age of 9. His father was a player. He picked it up and played on Brighton Beach for many years. Well, they're appealing that last shot. To me, it looked like it was a great shot by Jackson. And Dieter just simply couldn't return it, despite the fact that it was on his power left side. So John Rondon will get the players together, and let's see what the decision is. So it's interesting that Fiorino from Yonkers went to Hayes High School. Dieter from the Bronx also went to Hayes High School. Richard McKnight from Washington Township, New Jersey, and Keith Jackson from Staten Island. We've got all the corners of the metro area covered here in this semifinal match.
We certainly do, and Dieter, in his own right, athlete, a great athlete, just like Fiorino. Dieter playing for the New York Reds, semi-pro team, farm league team of the Cincinnati Reds.
Versatile athletes all. They're just going to do it over. I think they couldn't come to agreement. Well, you got to appreciate that, because you've got to appreciate the fact that these guys are competing intensely. But when there's no judgment and they can't come to consensus, they'll do it over. So don't misunderstand that to say that players don't want to win, but they want to keep going as a result. Well, they're going to take a break because their emotions are high right now, and we will too. Gary Axelbank with Rob Sales. You are watching the 1998 New York City Paddleball Championships on BronxNet Sports.
Caliente 105.9 FM. Tu pulso latino.
For the past 4 years, the National Paddleball Association has sponsored programs like Team Togetherness Day, an after-school paddleball program in the New York City public high schools, and free workshops to teach kids how to play paddleball through teamwork and sportsmanship. These programs require financial assistance and volunteers. If you're interested in helping kids in your community, please call us at 201-743-3102. That's 201-743-3102. Or write to us at this address.
Caliente 105.9 FM. Tu pulso latino.
Pedro, dame bigay.
Amor, no seas impaciente.
Papi, ¿la sección de deportes?
Deportes. Gracias.
¿Y dónde están mis cómicos?
Cómicos. ¿Puedo leer el diario en paz?
Ahora el diario La Prensa, más diario que nunca. 7 días a la semana con su nueva edición del domingo.
Okay, we are back here at Orchard Beach. As you can see, a gorgeous day at the beach, but more importantly, Anthony Fiorino serving 11-7 in the 1998 New York City Paddleball semifinals. So it is now 12-7 on that unreturnable serve. And one of the greats of the game is on a roll.
He is. He's got an angular serve. He hits it low and hard, very difficult to return. Then he's also got the smarts once the game gets started. He once told me that paddleball is like chess. You have to move people around and get the right position.
Well, Keith Jackson hit an unreturnable rollout shot on that one. And so he finally breaks Fiorino's serve. They came on at 7-3, and they leave at 12-7. Or make it 13-7. So it's Rich McKnight on the serve, trying to make up some ground. The block is called there. You know, the National Paddleball Association is now 7 years old, founded in 1991, and they've held this tournament since 93. Sastry and Cesario won 4 times, the tournament not held in 1994. And we are in our 4th year of television for this growing concept in New York City sports. McKnight serves an ace, so it is 8 serving 13. Rich McKnight, one of the cornerstones of the association. And at 9 serving 13, trying to get his team back in the game.
McKnight says he has an advantage because he's played on wooden courts before, and it doesn't really feel awkward playing on these courts.
Well, it is now 10 serving 13. And here it goes. Fiorino returns it. And they're saying the ball hit the ground, and so it will not count. That broke McKnight's serve. Gary Axelbank with Rob Sales. You are watching the 1998 New York City Paddleball Championships on BronxNet Sports.
Are you bored and looking for a fun, competitive weekend adventure? Hoop It Up, the official 3-on-3 of the NBA, has a division for you. Who will you be playing against? People of your own age, height, and playing ability. Are you tired of calling your own fouls? Hoop It Up has referees on all courts. Hoop It Up, 10 years of action, 10 years of outrageous fun.
The 1998 Long Island Hoop It Up takes place at Nassau Coliseum August 22nd and 23rd. Pick up entry forms at any area Foot Locker store or Hyundai dealership. Once again, there'll be referees on every court.
New York Yankees baseball on MSG. The Yanks are in Oakland to battle Matt Stairs and the A's. Monday night, right here on MSG.
Hey! No, down here. Instead of running out for stamps, shouldn't you be running your business? Imagine a simpler way. Get the personal post office from Pitney Bowes.
Send mail without ever going out for stamps.
Just weigh, punch in the postage, and voila. Professionally metered mail and no wasted postage. You can also add a personal message to get your mail noticed.
And postage refills by phone in 30 seconds, day or night.
Now listen up, because here's what you'll get. Besides a lot more time.
You'll get the personal post office and money-saving electronic scale.
So there's no wasted postage.
For a 90-day free trial.
Free is good.
You'll also get the mail marketer software.
Create really nifty direct mail to help your business grow.
Call now for your 90-day free trial, and you'll also get our mail marketer software absolutely free.
Now watch your business grow. Hey, I look good in red.
Be ready for the postage rate change. Call now for your 90-day free trial.
The personal post office. Mailing made simple.
Okay, we are back here at Orchard Beach, and Keith Jackson will now serve it. A 26-year-old from Staten Island. Boy, Dita making a lot of mistakes that he usually doesn't make.
A lot of mental errors.
11, serving 13. This one not quite over yet. Nice return by Dita. Here we go. Fiorino content to hit it the center of the court, and Dita hits the winner to the left side.
There you see the advantage of being a left-handed player. You can hit it at different angles, and it's hard to tell where the ball's going to go.
13 serving 11, and Dita, after making a good shot right there, made a mistake.
Very inconsistent this game.
Well, they're almost better off with Fiorino serving. 13 serving 11. Oh, there's Anthony Fiorino at his best. A service that can't be returned. It's got some kind of weird spin on it. It's amazing.
Low and angular, Gary.
Ace after ace, and if they can't return that serve, they can't win the game. That shot by Dita that broke Jackson and McKnight's serve was huge. 15 serving 11.
Whoa.
Oh, look at Nelson Dita. And Fiorino cannot make a good shot of it. And McKnight trying to pump his teammate up. And they've broken the serve.
McKnight very excited. Has certainly been the spiritual leader of his team here. And let's see if he can keep it going.
You'll notice that Rich McKnight is perilously close to the end line. He's not allowed to bounce it out of bounds. He bounces it right in that little corner there.
You know, but I'm surprised, Gary, that McKnight has not tried to exploit Dita's right hand more often. One time he did serve it to Dita's right. He scored a point and hasn't gone back to it since.
Right, the appeal now, whether or not that shot was short. And so John Rondon, you see him. You get a good look at what it's like. You say, what do you think? And he says, okay, I think it was short. And Rondon goes and tells the players, yes, it was short. It's confirmation. So 12 serving 15. McKnight that time hits it to Dita's right. Tries it again, but goes too far to the outside. And don't interpret Anthony Fiorino yelling at his teammate as a negative thing. That's the way he plays. He pumps everybody up. A good volley here. Fiorino content to just hit it to the center of the court and let them make mistakes just like that.
Absolutely.
Look at Anthony pumping his teammate up. He's so intense and truly one of the greats of the game. He's shouting, nobody better than you. Pumping up his teammate right there.
Dita needs a little emotional charge sometimes, but they're a little overcharged serving it out. But right there, shot before, he jammed McKnight, and very difficult to return.
15 serving 12 now. Dita, the best at falling on the ground, as you can see.
And making the shot as well.
Oh, Jackson hit a left-handed shot, but it didn't go. Oh, it did go, sorry. I thought it only bounced once, but it hit the ground twice. So now Fiorino will have to serve. 15 serving 12. This one has not been easy. Make it 16-12. This one has not been easy for Fiorino and Dita.
It's been very tough, and we said that McKnight and Jackson would have to take their game to the next level. They have, but their opponents have not played up to their level.
Look at Fiorino with a return. Oh, and what a shot by Nelson Dita. They're saying it's in, and they think it is in. Everybody was looking to that side of the court, and rather than hit it to the left side, he stayed on the right side and surprised everybody in the house.
The young Dita showing wily veteranship there, and really thinking and hitting a thinking man's shot.
You know, he took a tough shot and made it even tougher, and made it anyway, because both players were on the right side of the court. He could have simply hit it to the left. On the other hand, he hit it to the right. And just put it right in there. What a great shot. That's a championship shot right there.
Certainly could propel them to the championship, and all they need is, what, I think 5 more points, and they're there.
16 serving 12, if I've got it right. We'll wait for John Ronda to confirm that. 17 serving 12. That point made it 17, all right. Fiorino. $18 serving 12. Looks like this one's almost over, because they've broken the spirit, and they've got the rhythm of Anthony's serve.
Absolutely.
Anthony jousting with the crowd. 18-12. Oh, Dita, the only reason they've lost points is when Nelson makes mistakes.
He has made quite a few unforced errors, Gary, and it's cost them some points, as you said.
McKnight trying to serve too cute, hits it short. That was a good shot. Dita was a little too cute, trying to fight off the jam shot with a spin, and found himself out of position. And Fiorino puts his arms around his teammate, make sure he sees him in the eyes, and trying to pump him up.
Fiorino having a little pep talk with him, and he'll put that to the test right here.
That was a power drive by Nelson Dita. They break the serve, and now they're 3 points shy of making it to the finals and facing Frank Savino and Greg Scarlata. Great angular shot by Nelson Dita.
No chance to return, Gary.
Fiorino is so consistent, the match is dependent on whether Dita can keep his game online. And when he does, they win. I think that serve was long. It's 19 serving 12.
Dita needs consistency and to keep his emotions under check.
And with his point game, that shot was in. It is point serving 12. Fiorino, again, content to just put it against the wall, nothing fancy. As a result, they get the game winner. Nelson Dita tuned up his game at the end for a couple of wild shots. Fiorino trying nothing fancy, content to let his teammate take over. And Team Integra, by a score of 21-12, will make it to the finals, and we'll be back with that. They will face Frank Savino and Greg Scarlata. Gary Axelbank with Rob Sales. It is the 1998 New York City Paddleball Championships from Orchard Beach on BronxNet Sports. We'll be right back with the finals.
For the past 4 years, the National Paddleball Association has sponsored programs like Teen Togetherness Day, an after-school paddleball program in the New York City public high schools, and free workshops to teach kids how to play paddleball through teamwork and sportsmanship. These programs require financial assistance and volunteers. If you're interested in helping kids in your